I just wanted to come live to give you guys updates on the arraignment that happened this morning with Michael Valva and Angela Pollino. Basically, as I stated yesterday, they came in, they pleaded not guilty to all counts of the charges, and then now a trial will go forward. Hello, Donna. Hello, Jenny. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I'm just trying to get the chat up. Give me 2 seconds. I want to get the chat up. Okay. Let me just get the chat going so this way I could see everybody. Thank you for joining. Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Good afternoon. 40 degrees. It is 2:40. I'm Susan Richard, and here's what's happening. A Brooklyn man is shot and wounded by an ICE agent in Gravesend. We'll get the story from our Sonia Rincon. President Trump takes a post-impeachment victory lap. A not guilty plea from the city cop accused of murder in the hypothermia death of his 8-year-old son. And
all right, we're going to listen to this.
Their case in the Harvey Weinstein rape trial. 10-10 wins AccuWeather. We're looking at some heavy rain tonight. Temps rising to 50.
This is John Minko. CAA's player agent Leon Rose in line to become the Knicks' new top executive. Knicks Magic in the Garden. Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred says the Mets sale is off.
This is Andrew O'Day of Bloomberg. Sign of the Times. The top builder of Apple iPhones in China is now also a maker of
all right, I got it now.
Face masks.
I got the chat up. Let me just go back. Hold on a second. Let me just go back and say hello. Donna Brooks, hello. Jenny Anderson, Susan Walls, first channel member in the building. Meg Lowe, hello. Meg. Shernette Williams, good to see you. Elizabeth, I'm going back. Retired Irish Detective, hello, brother. My brother from another mother. Canadian Witches, Judy Metcalf, Jorge, George Percano, thank you so much for joining. Jack's mom is here, Mrs. McJagger. Love that name. Cantonese, welcome in. Valva is a disgrace to the badge, absolutely. Never a cop. Daphne is in here. She caught me live finally. Thank you for saying smash the like. My crazy life. Thank you. I'm going back because I don't like to miss anybody. Anna Morris, good to see you. She says I'm breaking up. I like the blue line zip. Thank you. Hello to everybody. Wow Life. Great to see you. Linda Jackson, hunting and stuff with J&J. Sophia Howard's here. Diane Butler's in the building. Hunting and stuff with J&J. Doc Sexy. Okay, I think I got everybody. Brian Clan, Evie Bubbles, Jack's mom. Nolan is saying hello. Adrian, Nolan, Linda Cormier from Canada. Good to see you. Welcome in. Evie Bubbles, thank you so much for coming in. Mary Beth Wiley, thank you so much for being here. All right, guys, I think I caught up. Glowing Ember, great to see you. Desiree Lucas, the Perry wife, is in the house. All right, so essentially, guys, Michael Valva and Angela Pollino went into court today, just as I suspected, and pleaded not guilty. I said yesterday in a chat group. People were asking me. People were saying to me, DutyRon, what is the benefit of them pleading not guilty when they're clearly guilty? So what happens is the defense attorneys, they tell the clients, hey, listen, you are being charged with murder, which is a class A1 felony. Murder second degree, murder first degree carries the same sentence. If you're convicted, a judge can give you up to life in prison in jail. So what the defense attorneys tell these horrible people, Jack's mom, so good to see you, Platinum Mimi. Thank you so much for coming in, Platinum Mimi. Amanda's blind and chronic illness. Thank you so much for coming in. Amanda is one of my good friends. She is legally blind and she is on YouTube, so make sure you go check her out. Angela Stark says, following from Florida, fellow Long Islander from Elmont. Awesome. I got the radio on because I want you guys to hear New York's live coverage from the arraignment. It's really not much. It's really not giving you much. So, Ghost Riders Review, thank you for being in here. Linda, hello from Canada. Thank you for all your help, DutyRon and the monitors. Linda is a great friend of family. Mary London's good here and is a moderator. Thank you for being here. All right. So at the end of it all, the defense attorneys tell their clients, "Hey, listen, you're
from the WFAN Sports
okay." They tell their clients, "Hey, you're being charged with an A1 felony murder. Murder in the first and second degree. Those are two the highest class felonies you could be charged with. It's an A1 felony." And they tell their clients, "Hey, listen, you have nothing to lose by challenging this." And the attorneys have everything to gain because they make a ton of money from it. But they say to the clients, we maybe could get you off on a technicality. Why not try this case and see if we can find any break in evidence collection from the state and the people who are charged with giving charging you with this murder." So defense attorneys it's all about the money. They stand to make money. They also stand to get a lot of notoriety because this case is going to be publicized and put on the news every day. So, the defense attorneys say to their clients, "You have nothing to lose, but I have everything to gain." They don't say that to them, but essentially what they say to them is, "You have nothing to lose. Let me try to get you off." Or like the retired Irish detective said, "That's my partner, Dennis. We work together in the trenches in Brownsville, New York. You could be convicted of a lesser charge." So there's nothing to lose for them here because they're looking at life in prison if convicted of the maximum charges. So they want to see if they can find a loophole or some. Hold on a second. I think it's coming up, guys.
With heavy rain tonight. Winds news time at 2:47. President Trump
okay, we don't want to hear that. So again,
how do you judge someone?
This is not something that I didn't expect to not happen. I expected them to say that plead not guilty, and just go forward and see. It's sort of like a roll of the dice for them. There's an overwhelming amount of evidence. There's an overwhelming amount of evidence, guys, that the prosecution has that they're going to have to, disclose to the defense. They're going to tell the defense all of the evidence that they have, and then they're going to go forward with the trial. So by the time this thing goes to trial, it could be a month or two. It might even be a month or two. Those are just guesstimates on my behalf. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate that. Time with Tiff, thank you for being in here. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. I'm just trying to stay in the train of thought. But essentially, they have nothing to lose, and the defense attorneys have everything to gain between notoriety of hold on.
We heard from President Trump today on
again with President Trump. Dari D, good to see you, moderator and channel member. Thank you so much. Thank you to all my Patreon supporters and everyone who supports this channel through Super Chat, through shopping on my Amazon affiliate link, through leaving comments in the comments section, through giving the thumbs up. So if you haven't given the video a thumbs up, please do so. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all one word, DutyRon. And I believe that's somewhere here. It should be, but I don't see it now. But follow me on all things social media, all one word, DutyRon. I have a Facebook true crime chat group, and I have a Facebook YouTube video share group. So I'm just trying to listen to here. I'm just trying to listen. Hello, Killer Whale. Good to see you. All right, as soon as we get through this political garbage, I think the next story is going to be about this arraignment. So thank you for much love from Brooklyn, says Dawny Color. Thank you so much. West Palm Beach, beautiful on the West Coast. I love it. Stephanie, thank you so much. Much love and respect back to you. MJ Doris, always a pleasure. Thank you. Jenny Anderson says, welcome, Ingeborg. Thank you for welcoming. All right, I think it's coming up. Black Rose, good to see you. Thank you, channel member and a moderator on the channel. Thank you for that. Oh, come on with this political nonsense. All right, so the top stories on Newsday, which is a Long Island newspaper, Angela Pollina, 42, and Michael Valva are let out of Yaphank Police Headquarters on January 24th. Updated February 26th, NYPD police officer and his fiance accused of killing the man's 8-year-old son, little Tommy Valva, pled not guilty this morning, Thursday morning, to 5 counts. A 5-count indictment charging them with second-degree murder and endangering the welfare of a child. As prosecutors revealed, the boy and his older brother were beaten, verbally abused, and starved by these 2 suspects. Michael Valva, 40, and Angela Pollina, 42, of Center Moriches were arraigned Thursday morning on indictments before Judge William Condon in Suffolk County Supreme Court in Riverhead. Now, this is confusing because Central Islip is usually where all the courts are, but they keep referring it to Riverhead, so maybe they kept it in Riverhead Court. I thought it would go down to Central Islip, but they say it's in Riverhead. I don't know, I guess that doesn't matter. Whatever court they were brought to, who cares?
News time, 2:50.
Okay.
We now have the IDs of the family found dead in an apartment in Salem County, New Jersey.
All right, I must have missed it. Anyways, they pled not guilty to second-degree murder and endangering the welfare of a child. And now, when they talk about that they beat and starved 2 boys, both boys, the young Tommy's young brother survived. That could be additional charges that they could add on. As my law enforcement people know here, we could see extra charges for the beating of his other son, the other autistic boy. Assistant District Attorney Carrie Ann Kelly, Bureau Chief of the Homicide Bureau, outlined the details of allegations of abuse. Thomas Valva and his brother Anthony, saying they were both beaten, verbally abused, and starved by both Michael Valva and Angela Pollina. This makes them evil monsters, as I always say. Evil monsters. This is the devil on earth right here. Let me read that statement one more time for you guys. The Bureau Chief of the Homicide Squad of the District Attorney's Office detailed allegations of abuse to the court that Thomas Valva and his brother Anthony, little Tommy and Anthony, saying they were both beaten and verbally abused and starved by both Michael Valva, that's the ex-NYPD transit police officer, and Angela Pollina, his fiance. In addition to second-degree murder charges, each defendant was indicted on 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a child, 2 counts for Thomas, and 2 counts for Anthony. So those 4 counts that they were, looking at were 2 for the deceased Thomas and 2 for Anthony, who survived. Hello, Farm Oil Fanatic. Great to see you. Thank you for joining. Hippie Love, thank you for being in here. I know this is sickening and it sounds horrible, but this is the truth and this is what I'm reporting on. I hope they get the max, says Millie M. Whatever that may be. It's going to be life in prison. If convicted of the second-degree murder charges, it carries almost the same sentence. Murder first degree is capital punishment, where you get the death sentence when it's invoked in your state. But murder second degree is a class A1 felony. And my good friend, retired Irish detective, can okay, here we go.
Judge today on Long Island to face charges in the death of the officer's young son.
Michael Valva and Angela Pollina were indicted on second-degree murder and child endangerment charges. They both pleaded not guilty at their arraignment. The biological mother of 8-year-old Thomas said they should have been indicted for first-degree murder. She cried throughout the proceeding. Outside the courtroom, Justina Zubko Valva said the system to protect her children is corrupt.
People involved have Thomas's blood on their hands, and my children were sexually abused.
Suffolk District Attorney Sini said he will put a timeline together of what happened to the boy and who was contacted when. The mother said the DA's office was contacted while her son was alive, but did nothing. Carol Dioria, 1010 Wins on Long Island.
Wins News Time at 2.
Okay, that's sickening to hear that. And I just want you guys to know, tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to put together a presentation of the news of all of the events from the beginning till current as of today. and I'll put together probably a 30 to 45 minute program video for you guys, for those of you who haven't followed this case and want to watch a synopsis of the beginning to current today. I'll probably do that around 9:30 tonight. So look for that on my YouTube channel. I will send out a notification. But, here is Thomas's mother, Justina, pleading in front of the news reporters that the blood of her son is on the hands of all who were involved in not taking action. And I can't overemphasize the importance, folks, of, she claims that that there was sexual abuse as well. She has video and conversations with her son that alleged that the father took pictures and video of Thomas and Anthony naked with a black camera. And this is going back, not recent, this is going back a year or so ago or more. So this is all alleged, and that's what she's mentioning right there in that news clip that you heard. So it just adds a whole new dimension to this case if proven true. And I tend to believe the mom, as we all do. This woman is from Poland. She's an immigrant from Poland, and I feel that she was just brushed off by the courts. Now, I could tell you personally, guys, my experience with Nassau County Family Court is, I have no experience with it. But one of my good friends, one of my good friend's sister has gone through the court system, family court I'm talking about, Nassau County. That's the very court that Justina went through with her son, Nassau County, because that's their residence. My friend's sister had a similar situation where her husband was very abusive to her kids and was threatening to her, and she went into family court to give her evidence with a paid attorney. Let me tell you this, she retained a $10,000 plus family court attorney to go with her to plead her case. Even with an attorney, she was silenced by the Nassau County Family Court, the same very court that cost Thomas Valva his life. She went there, my friend's sister went there and pled with an attorney. She paid 10 grand for an attorney, and they told her, silence, be quiet. If you talk anymore, we're gonna find you in contempt of court. So she tried to talk and tell of the abuse and mental and physical torture that she felt her sons were going through, and her daughter. She had 3 kids, and she tried to plead her case before this very same court and was shut down by the Nassau County Family Court. So I could say that I believe, Laura Bruno, great to see you. I believe that Justina was silenced by this court, and she said it very well. While she was crying today, she said, the blood of my son is on your hands. And I'm going to leave you with that, guys. I'm going to leave you with that. Justina Valva, stand up against child abuse. Stand up against a broken system in Nassau County and in Suffolk County and probably in many other counties throughout America where the family court system is broken and they give visitation and rights to the party that shouldn't have those rights. And it's a system that needs to be totally redone and torn down and starting over from the beginning. Because what's happening right now, all of the kids that are involved are potential victims of murder. Just what happened to Thomas Valva. He was murdered at the hands of his own father because of the injustice within the system. The failure to take charge, the failure to safeguard, the safeguards that are in place for our children failed horrifically on an epic scale. And this is now, the only reason we're hearing about this is because it's a big publicized thing here out on Long Island, because an 8-year-old boy, an 8-year-old innocent autistic boy has gotten his life taken away from him. And he got it taken away because of the failure to act by the family courts, by the police department, by all that were involved in investigating this case. So it's sick, and it's a system that needs to be totally torn down and revamped. So guys, much love and respect from my house to yours. I got to get back to work. I'm going to wish you guys a great Thursday. Look for me tonight, Eastern Standard Time, 9:30. I will have some video presentations for you and some articles that I think that you guys should see. Welcome in Mahid Alfro. Salam to you, my Muslim friend and brother from Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much for being in here. Thank you to all of my... Yeah, mom did get charged too. It wasn't his mother. It was the father's fiance. The biological mother did not get charged with anything. She did not get charged with anything. She tried her best to put her evidence forward and was silenced by the court. She was silenced by the court. So good to see everybody. Much love and respect from my house to yours. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me the thumbs up, please. And if you care to leave a comment down below, please keep the comments respectful. Any cursing or any foul language or anything derogatory in the comments, it'll probably not go through because it's I have it filtered, but it will get deleted if it does go through. And I'm not going to block you from the channel, but I'm asking you to just please be respectful with the comments. You never know when a family member or somebody that's close to the victims here may watch these videos, and you never know if they see it. So I'm asking everyone to please be respectful in the chat and be respectful down in the comments. That's all I ask. And we could all have a conversation here. So I'll speak to you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here, and love and respect from me to you. Talk to you soon, guys. Peace.